Welcome back to File Under Fire, a wrestling review podcast. I am Brady. I am your host. Join with me, as always, is Dom
I don't even. I don't even care, honestly.
and Avi.
I care too much.
I am so happy to be back. I had like the biggest case of FOMO last week.
Introduce our guest now. No one gives a fuck.
Dude, absolutely. I will gladly introduce our guest, a man who was on a podcast, another returning guest, someone who was on the pod very early on. He is Mr. Club Lucha himself. Foos, welcome back.
We are Club Lucha. Yes.
Howdy. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. The last episode was so fun. We did where we talked about
We talked about a
Hijo de
bunch of
Santo.
Lucha stuff. Yeah.
I brought that Hijo de Santo versus Felino match.
Mhm.
Oh,
I still
really
think
like
about that
that
match. Initially we were gonna try and bring Foos on in like the GWE time frame to talk about one of the guys who he brought in his match this week. We didn't make it for the cutoff, so we decided, hey, let's just go out here. Let's have a regular normal week. And so Foos brought us this like amazing, great,
Something real classic.
classical
Beautiful.
style matchup, beautiful in the most amazing wrestling sense. And then me, Dom, and Albie brought the most fucked up shit humanly
Playwright.
possible.
Let's send
Like-
Foos matches that he can't watch in public, like on the train.
Just like everyone
Just
has
gross
blood at
blood.
some point
Yeah.
in it. Like
I mean, Jumbo Saruta in Foos' match is disgustingly sweaty. I don't know if it's mad humid or something. They're
Dude.
fucking sweating.
Where
dude,
were they? Yeah, like
they're
that was just so
wrestling the whole
cold or
time.
hot, or
It's
How did they
literally
get
pouring
steam off
off
of
them.
them?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a point in the like we'll get into his match, but there is a point in the match where he's just like crouched over and like you can just see sweat dripping off of
Like
his chin.
constantly dripping
Like,
off him like a faucet.
He's getting eaten alive by. I would be too. I'd be dead.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's so funny. Like I was like I didn't realize how like insane this week was gonna be until like I kind of watched everything this morning, and yeah, like we really just did Foos in. It's like, hey, do you like and Foos? I don't know really. Like, do you watch a lot of stuff like outside of Lucha? Like, do you? I don't know what you like. Do you like go out looking for non-Lucha stuff? Do you watch Puro stuff like that? Really?
I will watch mainly Lucha and Lucha adjacent.
That's the way.
I did not a lot of experience with any of the matches you guys sent, but I thought that was a good thing because I was like, okay, this is something new to me, and I was liking what I was saying. Well, actually, the one Dom sent, I have seen that one already. And
Which is fair, but like it is still nutso. So like,
yeah,
I honestly
the Tanaka
did make
match
it.
and the Takayama match,
Mhm.
I was like, holy moly, like the Takayama match. I'll say this, that one had me saying holy moly the most because like the stuff they
Yeah.
were doing in that match, and it just kept escalating.
there's
and
a
I was like,
reason.
God.
There's a reason I put that one last in our
I was
in our
looking away
lineup
in the
here because I
screen, bro.
mean it is the main event of
I literally hit
this
away.
episode for sure. Yeah, no, I'm really excited to kind of get your thoughts. Like I feel like I know what you're into with Lucha. Yeah, obviously the first episode we had you on, like we did a whole Lucha episode. So to kind of like bring it in and be like, okay, here's like mine. Do you guys consider Black Buffalo Lucha adjacent? Is that okay? Can we?
Absolutely.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A
like
little
Lucha
bit.
Rescue, yeah,
Osaka Pro,
in
for sure,
general.
man.
But then like
Because you can
And-
constantly trace it back to
Yeah.
Lucha.
Hobbies is not Lucha adjacent.
It's barely wrestling adjacent.
It is pretty nuts. But let's get into Foos' match first
Please.
here. It is Jumbo Saruta versus Mil Mascaras from All Japan Pro Wrestling 825-77. This match holds a lot of gravitas. Like we said, it is beautiful. maybe one of the most beautiful pro wrestling matches I've ever seen. Like, I don't know, it is lucha, like 2 out of 3 falls, what you kind of expect.
Well, it's a title match, and they
Title
all
match,
used to
yeah.
be 2 out of 3 falls. But yeah, I mean,
Like the first fall is just some of the most amazing proficient grappling, like pure wrestling grappling, just ever. Like it's just,
if
I don't know, man.
if it ended there, it would be an incredible match.
I would not be upset.
They were fighting like so hard, just going hold to hold, hold to hold, get out of it, and both guys are fighting for their lives. It felt like Mascaras were throwing a hold, and Ruda would. It felt like he was fighting for his life to just find a way out of it, and then Mascaras would just throw on another hold, and they just kept going, and then
And it was
going,
so fluid, but also organic, and and Mill did an incredible job of like the holds get progressively more evil, and Sharuda gets like progressively more contorted.
And fucking angry.
Yeah, and it's just it's just lovely stuff the whole way through. They're doing very basic stuff, but there's so much. Well, I say basic. They're starting from basic
Positions, yeah.
positions, yeah, and then they're just like it's so graceful, but there's so much struggle. It's sublime.
Like something like I have not, and this is probably something I need to like fix, but like I've not seen a ton of Mil Mascaras. Like it's just like he is like one of my few main lucha blind spots.
Well, we should let Foos talk about that because he was going to bring him for the GWE thing, and
Yeah.
I think it's a very worthwhile thing because the narrative on him is really fucking weird, and I don't think that it's like supported by all the footage.
Mick
I was
Foley
gonna
said one
say,
fucking thing, and people are like, "Fuck him."
dude, like he has such a, and it's all of these like people who do like they get asked about him too, like in interviews. I see him all the time, like in thumbnails. It's like so and so guy gets asked about me
Yeah.
Mascaras. And, on the Mexican side, like in Spanish, the Spanish podcast when they talk about me Mascaras, the thing there is not so much of the no job thing. It's more of like the riffing on the way he talked. Because a lot of people, it's almost like a joke now that people say in order to be a luchador, you have to have a good Mil Mascaras impression. And a lot of guys have a really good one of him because he has a very distinct voice. I wish I had a good one, but I wish I had a good one that I could share. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a great one that I can share. But the key to it, I do think, with more practice, maybe the next time I can bust one out. But you have to add kind of like a shh to the end of your words, like no sean ignorantes type stuff, right? And you have to be like you have to say the things that like are the funnier things that he said in like allegedly in situations like telling people to shut the door, they're gonna see me, but obviously in Spanish. And again, mine is not perfected. Next time I'll bring a perfected Min Mascaras impersonation. But I think again though, like a lot of the narrative in English is like, oh, this guy sucked. This guy, he never gave you anything.
Good.
And exactly, a lot of the people
He's a
who
fucking superhero, dude.
a lot of the people who had the best matches with him, he wasn't giving them anything. They were taking it from him, right?
Mhm.
And I think he has spoken about it himself on how, like the way that he was trained to wrestle, which by the way, he trained under El Diablo Blasco, and it was, right? Like it was a lot of llaves, a lot of mat wrestling, and like a lot of struggle, it feels like. And the guys who make him struggle and the guys who make him struggle to get stuff in and like, struggle to get things on him, but eventually do get him on him. I think those are the best guys that he faces. And I don't want to say that like, oh, everybody else just everybody else who has said bad things about him just can't work. I'm not going to say that, but maybe they just didn't know how to work him, I guess.
Well,
Maybe
that's really illuminating for the one of the narratives about him is like he took a lot of nights off, but he wanted to be engaged. If you can't keep up, then why is he going to bother?
Exactly. And the thing is, like, he was this, like, I mean, he was like the first true, like, massive, like, star internationally for Lucha Libre. Like, yeah, there was a lot of guys who worked Texas and, worked California. But like, Mil Mascaras, he was so big in Japan. And that's, I think, all Japan is where I've seen the most of his matches. Because, and I think there's two reasons for me personally. Uh, there's a lot that you can watch of Mil Mascaras in Japan, in all Japan. And those cameras that they were using are
Oh my
so
God.
unbelievably good.
They look better than the modern ones today. It's kind of fucking crazy.
This is like the greatest aesthetic ever, and Mil Mascaras is like the coolest looking wrestler ever. It looks. We were talking about it before the pod, but like there's like a heavenly aura to everything that happens. It's like they're glowing on the screen. He looks
if
like
I
the
saw-
superhero that he.
If I saw Mil Mascaras once as a child, I'd be like, yeah, wow, this is. I don't want to see any other wrestler ever again. This is the
Oh,
only
speaking
guy I need to
of
see.
Brady, hit him with it.
hit him with what?
If he saw Mil Mascaras once as a child, who did?
Oh yeah,
Brady.
Kenta Kobashi. Oh yeah, like one of the greatest professional wrestlers
Brady saw Mil
ever.
Mascaras in Missouri
Yeah, totally. When and as a
as a
small
little child.
sperm.
I fucks with that.
No, Kenta Kobashi was apparently in the crowd on this night,
Oh
and
wow,
this match between Jumbo Ceruto and Mil Mascaras is what inspired him to become a professional wrestler.
that's They weren't. None of them were doing fucking lariats or nothing. So I wonder where he got that idea from.
Well, but the thing is like, I mean, I don't want to like skip too far ahead, but like Jumbo's like second fall is predicated on him throwing bombs. Like it
Yeah, they
is like
suddenly
dogs
start
him.
throwing bombs. It's incredible.
Yeah, he
'Cause
straight
we
dogs
sort
him
of
on that second fall.
Yeah, we sort of talked about the first fall as really is like Jumbo Ceruta fighting for his life, and every counter he has, Mill has like two better counters, and he's like slowly ratcheting up the intensity. And he, oh, there's not a strike or like what you could consider a high spot until like 12 minutes into the match, and the first one is the rolling head scissors, like the Santito thing.
mhm.
Oof.
Yes. Oh my
Ooh.
god, and the crowd popped
Which-
so crazy for it too.
There's like 5 or 6 guys in the crowd that are like Mil Mascaras admirers for sure, and they're like oohing and eyeing at everything he does. But yeah, everybody goes nuts for that.
It was
Dude,
like
I
whenever
was
he'd do his
so hyped
entrance
for that.
with I just wanted to say this Sky High by Jigsaw, iconic entrance for Mil Mascaras. I mean, like, synonymous with him, it feels like. If you go on YouTube and you just look up the song, I think there's just the plain audio one. The comments, a lot of them are in Japanese, and they mention Mil Mascaras, like, how he used to come out to that song. And it's a good ass song to come out to.
It feels
Santo
so
came out
epic.
to a version of it, but not the exact same one.
He does that like head scissors thing that you were talking about, and like, that's a move I've probably seen Santito do 100 bajillion times in
I
my,
always like it.
and
It's 30,000 every time.
I
Yeah.
always I
Yeah.
always fuck with it crazy when Santito does it, but like something about the way that Mil Mascaras does it just feels like so much, like, I don't know, it just felt so much cooler. Maybe it is because of like how much of the like struggle was before it, and just to see him like, pick himself up and hit it, and just like, I think the thing with like Santito is like Santito kind of does it multiple times in a row. Whereas like he hits it once and it's just like, nope, that's all he
Yeah,
needed.
and it's the speed they're going at, right? They've like already
Mhm.
established the pace and like the physics and how they're moving around each other, and then he does this like insane thing, and they do that like, and he torques him over. You know,
Yeah.
Santino always did too, but it's like double speed. But he
Mhm.
does, and like, and then they use it later when he tries it again, and Jumbo blocks it and goes for the figure four, and then he gets the drop toe hold. I was like doing laps around my living room, man.
There was a
Just
really good. I wrote down here that this first fall, they were respecting submissions so much here. Like they were respecting the mat, everything. And there was one point where Jumbo he puts Mil Mascaras in that like body lock with his legs, and he's just like squeezing on him, and Mascaras is kind of feeling the pain of it. And then later on, they were going for something else. They were setting something else up, and kind of like midair, um, Jumbo gets that body lock again, and I was like, God, like they are respecting the hell out of that body lock right now
is
because
that is that when he deadlifts out of it?
it might be, it
Because
might
we're
be.
not like we were talking about how sweaty Jumbo is. Like these guys are making each other get out of these holds, and they're
Like
still
Like
doing it in crazy ways.
there's multiple points where you just see steam. Like I have seen like less steam coming off of a boiling pot of water than what is coming off of these two individuals. Like Jumbo Saruta is literally like dripping sweat like a faucet, like Dom said.
They're huffing out steam and shit. It's gross.
It's like I don't know if like if it's just like insanely cold in the venue or something. I don't
They're
know where.
outside.
Is it outside?
Yeah, it's outside. At least it sounds like it from like the ring announcements and stuff. And
Yeah, it
they
looks
have
like the
a
night
like
sky.
yeah.
that just adds even more to the ambiance.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
like it's literally like heavenly. They look like two comic book wrestlers. Just to
Yeah.
Yeah.
start. And then they wrestle that way too.
It's like the end to a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Like
the match at the end of a
this is the
movie.
final fight.
This is the Rocky moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was mentioning earlier about like Japan and like their cameras and stuff because there are Mean Mascaras matches on tape from Mexico, but I mean it's night and day, like the camera quality, and that's obviously not there's a lot of economic differences, especially during these times between Japan and Mexico, and I feel like some of that obviously has to play a part in how Japan has these godly cameras, and
I
then
think
the
they've got
Mexican
like the
footage we
network
have.
tapes too, whereas with a lot of that Mexican stuff it's like somebody taped it with their
Yeah,
Yeah, taped it
Betamax or
with
whatever.
a VCR or something,
handheld
yeah.
regional TV because again,
Yeah.
like there a long time you could not broadcast lucha libre in Mexico City. Like they could do it in other places. Not every place in Mexico had that rule, but it was like in like Monterrey, I think they were allowed to broadcast on TV and like Jalisco. But I think that's another reason why not that much tape exists. Not to say that there's none at
Is
all,
is
but
that like a like standards and practices issue, or is it like a blackout for the local team where they're like, we want people to come to
it was a ban.
the
It was a
shows?
ban by the government. That they it was like God, 50s or 60s maybe. And I remember the guy's name. His last name starts with a U, but he was like he held some position of power in Mexico City. And from what I've read before, it was like parents were complaining about their children. Like when they started airing Lucha Libre, they were complaining to him about it, and then it was like against the public good or something like that. It's like they didn't want kids to hurt themselves doing the moves they saw on TV, and for a long time it was not aired. But there, like what you were saying right now, though, about like that they wanted people in the arenas. That actually was a huge fight that also I've read about in like the early '90s when the TV stations were going to start running it again, and a lot of places were afraid that because Lucha Libre was such a live event oriented thing, that they would start cutting into the attendance. And obviously, like a lot of these guys are getting paid on the gates, so there was like issues with like the union. I think like because their version of the union is different like than the U.S. Well, there's no union in the U.S., but
The U.S. version of a union kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was like a lot of I've read not 100%. I don't know all the details, but I have read that was an issue that was like brought up, that people thought that putting Lucha Libre on TV was going to change how it all kind of like worked, and it would lessen the amount of people going to the arenas to actually watch it in person. And maybe that's true. I think that topic actually would be an unbelievable one to research if you could find more like firsthand sources, because that is something really interesting, how TV changed Lucha Libre from like the golden era when they were filling up arenas and they didn't even need TV,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like a different beast now. I don't know. I got off topic there like crazy.
No, there's a
No,
lot
that
to dig
was-
into in this stuff. It's like it's mythic in scope. Like watching these two guys and thinking about wrestling in 1977 and how amazing this is that this exists.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like we kind of said, like the first fall is a lot of like going hold for hold. The second fall is this kind of like big epic Jumbo Saruta comeback of him like just kind of going for broke almost and throwing bombs.
But the
And
way they get to it is insane.
mhm.
He gets a bear hug. Mill
I
gets
love
a
the bear
guillotine.
hugs and shit.
Jumbo reverses it into a Boston Crab, and all of a sudden he's doing a giant swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
cool giant
Out of
swing.
nowhere. Yeah. And then he starts hitting the bombs.
And then like he wins the fall with a like most textbook beautiful missile drop kick.
He literally hits giant swing into that big running knee, into the helicopter spin, into the missile drop kick, and I was like, he's cooked. Like,
Yeah.
you could just tell. I mean, Mascaras wasn't, that's 3.
And then like the third fall, and like that's the other thing too, is it's like this is a long match. I think it's probably like 35-ish minutes, maybe a little longer, bell to bell.
And most of that is the first fall.
And and a majority of that is the first fall. And so then like you get to these second two falls, or like the last two falls, and it's just like you feel like you're watching a whole different match. It's kind of insane. But it's like you still have, like Foos was saying, with the context of like the body locks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
of, like,
even in the middle they'll break off like a rope running sequence and then they'll go back to the test of strength.
yeah.
Dom,
is-
was this the one you said was like one of your new favorite matches?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, yeah, I
It was
wanna hear
cool to
your thoughts
watch. I liked a lot of the cool counter work that had to happen. Like I liked when I forget what, but he got him in a hold, and Mascaras was slowly pushing Schroeder's like foot, so that he was almost doing the splits, not even doing the
Mhm.
splits, but he lost his balance, and then he pushed him over and got a better hold on him.
Dude, he did everything. Every time he had both arms, he would also lock up his legs in some crazy way with his legs.
Yes, I really loved the one sequence where he like countered something Jumbo was doing by catching him midway with like a bear hug almost with his legs. I forget what you call it. Like just wrapped around his tummy with his legs. It looked cool. I'll
Dude.
try and fucking make gifts later.
I like the finish of this match too. I had no idea. Like it shocked the shit out of me.
And then I was like, oh wait, yeah, old
Brady
wrestling.
has not watched any 70s or 80s All Japan.
Because Mil Mascaras dives to the outside from the top rope and like fucking clears him out. Like it kills both him and Jumbo.
Uh-huh.
And then like miraculously somehow Jumbo just gets back in the ring and beats the count.
Look,
Like
that's how you keep a guy still strong. Both guys look good as hell. Tough luck. He just didn't make it in, dude. It just was.
and
He just
and Mil
This is how like every title match ended in All Japan, especially with like an outside guy. But see,
Mil
somebody
does a
going back and
fantastic
watching this
job
would be like,
too.
"Oh, Mill didn't want to do the job or whatever," which is another stupid narrative about him. Which is like, again, awesome, good.
Yeah,
I wish more
protect
wrestlers were like
yourself.
that. Yeah, I
you
wish
want to
like-
more
look. You want to look
wrestlers were-
unbeatable.
Yeah, and,
I feel like he
you
had
know
to
the
be,
thing
like,
we were talking about
mad
earlier
fun.
about how like all these people talked about how they didn't like to work him. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
All
I
the
don't.
wrestlers that people are like, "Oh, he was such a pleasure to work with," fucking suck. It's like Val Venus. It's people who didn't hit you hard.
Hey,
Like,
except we were talking about Eddie a little, like pre-pod, and that's a guy that doesn't suck that everyone loved. But yeah, the same thing. Yeah, like he, yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck that he's like wasn't fun to work, but like this is great. Like he dives out, Jumbo beats the count, like the match ends, but then like Mill does a great job of like selling that his leg is like, it's fucked up. Like there's like it's not that he didn't want to try and beat the count. It's just like he hurt his leg so bad that like it hurts to fucking walk on it, let alone like try and jump back in the ring. It's just I don't know, it's like it's
The beer.
perfect art. It is like the perfect art of pro wrestling.
Also, Jumbo drinking on a cold one after the second fall.
That probably
Is-
felt
Come on,
mad
man.
fucking good.
Is that a beer or is that just like a weird water bottle?
so me and,
I'm
me and
hoping-
John have talked about this on all the old New Japan, like different style fights.
Mhm.
They're chugging on the glass water bottles between rounds, but it does every time look like they're just like straight taking
Like
a
they're
beer
going
to the
straight to
dome.
a
That shit
40,
probably
yeah.
feels mad. I always thought that when they got their spit buckets and they're like, why they can't even drink? They're just like, let me just spit it out. Probably feels mad good at the moment.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Hey,
why don't
I
even
like to
they drink
believe
the
that he was
water?
drinking a cold wood. You know,
We
I mean,
can let's just say it. He was drinking a cold one. Who know? Who can
Maybe
who
a
can
cold one.
dispute that?
honestly,
let's mythologize it even
1970s
more. You know,
Yep.
1970s like all Japan, I'd believe it.
I
maybe
just
that's
think
why
He
maybe
needed some
that's why he was
carbs.
maybe that's why he was sweating so bad, man. He's sweating all the alcohol
He's
out.
drunk.
could you imagine how good that would taste though if I've been somebody.
Oh
I'm
my
not a
god.
big drinker or anything, right? I'm not but could you
Literally
imagine
what I
going
was
through
saying.
what minute is this? This is minute 38. What it starts at 6, like 30,
30 plus minute mat like in and you're
and
just like
then
Your corner guy's mad awesome and packs a cold one on the secret.
just gives you a nice like cold like real hoppy drink.
Mhm.
Yeah, hey,
that'd be
Steve
crazy,
Austin did
man.
it every week for years, so it must be good.
Exactly. Oh my god, that'd be
Like
crazy. Just one responsible. He's not just being irresponsible.
like not like I feel like I say it a lot of like go ahead and watch this match like take the time and like just check this one out because it is maybe my favorite version of like wrestling is a like I hate to say like oh wrestling's an art form but like this is what that should mean
Dom,
in
that GIF you just sent is quite literally the moment I was talking about where he reverses into that body lock.
Oh, I should have been listening more, pay attention more. But yeah, that shit was mad fucking cool. I thought it was mad fucking cool. Fuck, I
dude,
gotta pay attention.
but like yeah shit like that we'll post these gifs that Dom made but like that or like you were saying with the split thing too like I don't know things like that you're never gonna see again in wrestling because
Brady, you
it's
should watch the Jumbo Rick Martel matches.
oh
You go
that sounds
crazy. They're pretty
fantastic
funny.
yeah
Yeah.
Jumbo,
Doesn't Mil have a lot of? He has a good Billy Graham match, right? I feel like I've already
I
got that.
I would yeah I wouldn't be surprised because
Brady, I wouldn't expect you to know nothing about that.
Mil
I think the
Mascaras
Madison
first
Square Garden.
Mil Mascaras works a lot of WWF stuff, right? Like,
I think
He
so.
works
Yeah,
for
he
them
was
all
huge
the
everywhere,
time, dude.
man. He was a huge
He
draw everywhere.
he was the first person to ever be allowed to wear a mask in Madison Square Garden.
They weren't cool with
And
masks.
No,
he
New York
talked about
State
it with
Athletic
pride.
Commission wouldn't allow masks,
Really?
Yep.
and they made an
He
exception
went.
for him.
Yep. He said, I think he went to the mayor or he went to somebody of power, and he basically explained to them that it was like, he pleaded
Sacred.
his case, and they were like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he worked he worked WWF like all the time. He didn't win. He's talked about it before, dude. How he didn't win their belt, but he wasn't interested in it. And I was like, what a beast, dude! Like,
Yeah.
oh,
No, he's
I
got
don't
money
really
to
fuck with
make in
that.
Japan.
yeah, he's got
yeah, he can
Oh, he
go.
probably made shit
He,
tons of money.
he can go to Japan and work, 40-minute classics like this with Jumbo Tsuruta and get paid a shit ton of money, and then get taken out to the bars and get super drunk with the Yakuza after that. Like,
I think he said he's talked about like being friends with Vince Senior, and that's because that's who brought him into WWF back in the day. But dude, this match is just so awesome, and it's not like this is like some hidden gem. This I don't know if
yeah,
we mentioned it earlier. It was like I saw somewhere mentioned that it was like the Observer match of the year for '77, and it's a pretty popular match. This version of the upload, I think it only has like 4,000 views. It was uploaded 4 years ago. There's probably other versions of this match with more views and stuff, but dude, it's just awesome. And him and Jumbo have another match, which is
Yes.
completely different at the end. Like, Mil Mascaras picks up a chair and just starts like running after Jumbo with it, and it's just awesome. Like, I would also recommend watching that one because it's really good. And then Jumbo and Giant Baba have a match against Mil and Dos Caras in one of the
Oh,
tag leagues, and that one is really good too. Like, God, I love
sounds
watching Mil
perfect.
Mascaras and Dos Caras together. Like,
These are real wrestlers.
yeah.
these are real
Real
guys,
ass
man.
He
Like,
had the coolest look ever, and he worked perfect.
All right,
I
Foos,
wish
you
more
ready?
wrestlers took themselves too seriously instead
Yeah,
of the exact opposite.
opposite. Yeah.
What do you think he would have said if they offered him a 50% pay cut?
hey,
Say
Because
it in
man.
Spanish, Bruce.
he would have said he would have said no.
No son ignorantes.
The word that works in every single language
Yep.
ever? No.
Yep.
I would
All
not.
right.
Hell no, dude. Hell no, dude. Like, go. He's making money everywhere else, dude. He didn't need to. He got a 50% pay cut.
Foos, you ready
What a
to get
beast.
into some real fucked up shit now?
I am. I
It
took
is
down plenty of notes on these.
it is my match of the week. Shout out Connor for this. It is Black Buffalo versus Masato Tanaka from a Masamune produce show from 12/10/2010. Connor sent the upload to me because the main of this show has a Masamune and Hideyoshi tag match where they face off against uh, Ikuda, Hidaka, and Minonori Sawa, which I thought about bringing, but I did not because this match is like undeniable.
I think we have
Pretty crazy.
officially, right? This is now Black Buffalo is the
is
official
yeah
file. He's surpassed Negro
sur-
Casas.
surpassed
Which
Negro
I almost
Casas.
brought Negro Casas trios match, so it would have been tied.
We'll do it
It
next
would've
week,
been-
Dom. We'll
I
pad
was-
the stats.
Yeah,
I was
true,
gonna say
true,
I
true.
thought about like next week trying to go to Negro Casas
You
just
got
to
to get
try
him
and
back
like
on top.
yeah, just to try and like even everything back out. um Yeah, shout out Connor for sending this like in my direction. Also shout out Jom because evidently
For
Jom
buying it.
Jom is the one who acquired this tape who then gave it to who's the uploader
I made him
of this, Puro
upload it
Archive.
like
Archive.
a year or two ago, and I never watched it because I'm fucking stupid.
So yeah, shout out to two good friends of the pod for basically being the reason this match can even
For
exist on the
bringing us
pod.
a Dudes Rock dream match.
Dude, like Black Buffalo Foos, I don't know how much you've I don't know if you've learned anything about Black Buffalo. There is a reason that like he is he is tied with Negro Casas for appearances on this podcast because this dude is like one of the most fucked up wrestlers ever. Like, and I think it's very obvious here, pitted against someone who is like so well known for being a fucked up guy and Masato Tanaka. Like he is every bit just on his level.
This is actually a
Look,
great example of what makes Black Buffalo great, which is that he, in his heat or shine, because it's shine here, he sets the intensity so high that he forces the other guy to fight for his life.
Yeah. It's like,
that's what it
okay,
felt like watching this. It
you
literally
gotta
felt like he was fighting for his life.
you gotta put your big boy boots on today. Let's go.
Yeah,
Because like
every time.
the match fucking Masato Tanaka breaks the plane of the ropes, and Black Buffalo is like swarming him with an attack. Like, and not like it's not like he's just like, oh yeah, like punches, and then like postures or something. No, he fucking starts hitting all his signature offense on him.
Killing him.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with him, but watching this, I was like, God, I can definitely understand why he's appeared so much on this pod because he was doing, it felt like they were like, this is wrestling, but it felt like they were hurting each other for real, like, which I
Like
guess
they
that
had
is what good wrestling
Yeah,
looks like.
Buffalo forces you to lock, and then Tanaka has enough of that FMW ghoul left in his brain where he can unlock that later in the match. But like, we're not 12 seconds in. Buffalo hits him with a lariat, a flash pin, and a plancha to the floor.
It's so insane, dude. He's like immediately just like trying to kill him.
I'm not used to Buffalo without the mask, honestly.
I
I
like
kind of
Buffalo
I kind
sans
of love him
mask.
without the mask. Yeah. I love that he comes out with the mask and then like he loses it like but it's just still this like real fucked up looking guy.
Yeah,
But it
rips it
makes sense
off.
though because he like accesses his like the part of his brain that was Kaisuke Yamada. Like if it's muscle memory or instinct or whatever, but he like immediately remembers how to be a babyface and also be evil.
Uh-huh.
And like Masaru Tanaka doesn't get anything until like Buffalo's going for the like guillotine leg drop and then he just like moves out of the way, which also is something I never thought I'd see, weirdly enough, because like that's just it's so ingrained to see Black Buffalo hit that leg drop. Which, if you didn't know, Foos, the guillotine leg drop where he has his head propped up on the like bottom rope is like a signature spot.
That
It looked
looks
like
like a fucking
unbelievable.
kill every time.
It,
Yeah,
and
feels like it
like
would end the match.
yeah, it never does.
Well, he
Never
usually
And he,
does.
and
follows
he
it up
usually
with a
follows it up
drop
with a
kick to the
double
head,
flip
Yeah,
kick to the face.
with a
as he
a
does later
drive-by
in the
drop kick.
match.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
they
Tanaka like is so good at that. Like th- this plays exactly how you would want it to play between these two guys, but there's so many little cool moments and like cut-offs and like surprise murders, and they're both so good at that and the timing and shit. It's so good. And then he turns the table with a IKEA bin.
fucking big plastic tote, dude. It's like maybe one of the weirdest weapons I've ever seen, but
Where
it
did they
made me
get that? Why was that there? Somebody had some T-shirts in it.
yeah.
It's fucking plastic tub.
Antonio Honda was trying to sell T-shirts.
I you
Please
say
buy my
that,
comedy DVDs.
I believe it. He just pulls it like out from like under the ring, I guess, or something. It has like shoes in it and shit.
That was an unbelievable visual seeing it like
Shoes.
Like shatter into a million
Yeah.
pieces.
He makes
That was
that plastic look deadly.
And then Buffalo hits like
Dude,
a theme for the rest of these matches. A psychotic gusher.
dude,
His
coast
hair
to
is like
coast.
stuck to his face.
It is really fucking gross.
He blades so fucking crazy.
There's a point later in the match where Tanaka's slapping him, and his blood is like splattering on the camera.
Dude,
And it's like misting out in the air and shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
ugh.
We were talking about the sweat and steam in the last match. This match, the only thing you see flying is blood.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
It
It's
is
like, bro, you didn't really have to go that hard.
Masato
Well,
Tanaka
these two
uses,
guys, these are tailor-made opponents for each other to
Yeah, two
again
fucking crazy
activate each
people.
other. Yeah, because
Masato
Tanaka,
uses,
sometimes
young
Tanaka
boy
can
to
go through the
headbutt him.
motions, but yeah,
He
I want to
uses
say
a-
this about Tanaka. This guy is in unbelievable shape. Like
Yeah,
every time
still.
I've ever seen him throughout his entire career, he has kept unbelievable shape, dude. Like
He's
what is
still
his-
in this. He's in this exact same shape in
He's a-
2026. I guarantee
he's a
it.
fucking machine.
He's
he's
a
an
genetic
athlete, dude.
freak.
Like,
Absolute ridiculous.
The only thing I've ever seen change about him is his hair length. Like legitimately.
Well, he was like pudgy. He did the Dick Togo thing. He was like kind of pudgy and fat
and then just got
early
really
on,
strong.
and then he did. I get like the fucking CrossFit shit. It turned into like
Just
the
turned it all to
strongest person
muscle.
alive. Yeah, which is why he can get away with like the fucking like no selling and going super fast because he just looks like a kid, and everything is so precise, man.
Yeah.
He is
Like-
handing out concussions with those elbows. Like when he hits that fucking elbow barrage towards the end, every single one of those was like 1,000 brain cells were snuffed out from Black
I made a
Buffalo.
note here
Yeah.
of when Tanaka did this. Like he jumped into an elbow like on Black Buffalo, who's in the corner, dude. And it looks so brutal. Like
He like nails him like right in the face with it.
His-
I know
yeah,
what
his
you're
running
talking
cup
about.
elbows. But yeah, Buffalo's doing fucking Dusty Road elbows.
He did
Yeah,
the Steve
is.
Austin like elbow drop, like the
That's-
He did.
yeah double
Yeah,
elbows.
Fuck you. I bet he did a little middle fingers.
And his selling is so incredible. He's bleeding out. Tanaka is being like the ideal form of Masato. This is like if somebody just said, "Do you want to watch Black Buffalo versus Masato Tanaka?" This is exactly what I would picture in my head.
dude,
And it
I was
fucking
like,
rocks.
oh, that sounds cool. And like, so Connor sends the show, right? And I like turn it on, and like, pretty like typical, right, for like a produce tape where you get to see like clips from each one of the matches like before the show starts. And the clip of Masato Tanaka like slapping the blood back and forth off of Black Buffalo's face was in the pre-roll trailer, and I went, "Oh, I'm skipping to that match immediately." That
Fucking
is
gross shit, yeah.
that is I no longer care about whatever the fuck Hideyoshi and Minonori Sawa are doing on this goddamn show. What the
Although that
fuck
does
was
sound
that?
dope.
It does, and like I watched a bit of it, and it's like it was just playing out kind of like normal tag for a bit, and I'm sure it like picks up, but I was like, man, there's no way in good conscience can I be like, oh yeah, guys, look at this like fun tag with like these guys I like, over going like, hey, do you want to watch a murder? Let's watch a murder.
I have one question about Black Buffalo. Is this his usual gear? Does he usually come out like
Yes.
this?
Yes, he
He-
is. He is
He
a
looks like an
baseball
evil
player.
baseball player. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's
because
like his whole
gimmick.
gimmick, dude.
Look,
Because
it's
in
that
Osaka,
easy.
There's Tiger's Mask, the Henshin Tigers, right? And then there's the other team that's Buffaloes and Black Buffaloes. That
Oh
Yeah,
my
we should
god,
we should
dude!
let
That's
Dom take it because this is like the Dom wrestler, dude.
Dude,
The stiffest
That is crazy.
evil baseball player in a buffalo mask.
Yeah, when you should look up his mask when you get the chance because it is a dope mask. It's buffalo themed and he has
it's
like
got a little
baseball
hat.
Yeah,
I just want to say
like
this: there are guys who get weeks after weeks after weeks of mic time who I still cannot explain what their character is. I looked at this guy for 2 minutes and I was like, he looks like an evil baseball player. And now
You're
you're
right.
telling me he is.
You're
Oh my
That's
he
what
is
it
an
is.
god!
evil baseball
Dude,
player.
we have got to get Foos on the Osaka Pro tapes.
I think he would
We
Dude,
would
fucking
go
love Osaka
nuts,
Pro.
I
dude.
think
Yeah.
like especially like a guy like Flash Moon who we've talked about before. Like I feel like you
Oh
would
yeah,
fuck with that really heavy because like it is a lot of like lucha like
Yeah,
inspired
are you
stuff with a
familiar
lot
with
of those.
Osaka Pro at all, Foos? It's like a splinter from Michinoku Pro, so it's like
I
in
have
the Lucha
heard
Resu,
of it and I've seen
lineage.
some gifs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you
I've
would
not
love
seen a
this
lot
shit.
of
It's so
actual
sick.
matches.
Or like like Billy Kid was a big part of Osaka
Yeah.
Pro for a bit
And they do
too.
a ton of trios.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Like
It sounds like my kind of party.
they really lean into it, and like I've been bugging Jom about how like, man, I need you to like lean in, go best, make the best of Osaka Pros, like
I mean, he just got a ton. So
yeah,
maybe. I mean, all of the Dick 90
stuff.
things have had Osaka Pro trios
Hmm.
and tags with Buffalo.
Yeah, yeah, I think you would fuck with it pretty heavy, and that's another reason of like wanting to bring this is just like let's expose Foos to this world.
yeah. I had a feeling that's where you guys were going with it.
Because I think like like I said, I think there's a lot of guys like in it that you would be able to attach to because like they do play in like similar archetypes of like a lot of the wrestlers you enjoy already from
Yeah.
like traditional lucha.
So I like
And
watching a lot of the Michinoku Pro and uh, the Universal Pro with Hamada.
yeah,
God Almighty, dude, it's such a blast. Like, because it doesn't feel like, we talked about people cosplaying something. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like a very earnest attempt, and almost like their own take on it.
yeah. It's like
So if anything like that, obviously, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, this is
Watch some.
Super Dolphin's promotion, and one of his trainers was Hamada.
Hamada, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
God
Um,
Almighty,
this is
Hamada really
technically not. This is Masamune produce, but it's
it
essentially
is,
a
yeah.
It's
Osaka Pro
It's
technically
show with
Osaka shit. Yeah.
some special guests. Yeah.
yeah, with like, oh hey, do you
Which,
want to
by the
see
way, I
Munosuke Sawa
love
or
the
Masato Tanaka or Antonio Honda, like guys like that, like the
I
big
love this
indie.
dark Shinkiba.
Yeah, really
It's so much
sets the
better. Turn the lights
ambiance.
off.
Really sets the ambiance. Really makes you feel like you're watching some like grimy, kind of
Snuff
nasty
film.
looking. Yeah, dude. Where does the finishing sequence start for you guys? Because I don't know.
That's tough because it's like that, like the best Masato Tanaka and Black Buffalo matches. It's like 4 minutes long.
Like, there's a point in my notes where I start typing in all caps, and then I had to stop because it just like they keep just killing each other with shit.
There are the finish is one, but the sliding D that gets a 2 count is like criminal.
Dude.
I would like to read you my notes. These last 4 lines of notes I have here, or last 5. I wrote incredible visual seeing the sweat and blood mist coming off the face of Buffalo when he gets slapped. And that, I mean, he was getting hit hard. And then blood on the camera, always cool. Buffalo sure can't take a lot of punishment. And, and then my last 2, Tanaka's throwing actually insane elbows with speed and power. Brutal finish. Wow, what a lariat.
I love when he does his little shit where he goes pop,
Dude.
pop, 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 pop.
It's so good, and these are like some of the best. Like legit.
He-
I've watched a lot of Masato Tanaka matches. I love Masato Tanaka. This is one of the best, like just elbow sequences ever from him.
He like
Why do
his
these look
Smoking
so
gun.
bad nowadays? Like, why are that guy? Like, it feels like some guys like they try and replicate stuff like this, but it never looks as good. What is the
I think it's
thought?
because they're afraid to hit people. Like
God,
Masato
Yeah.
Tanaka was not afraid to hit guys. He's just like,
No,
you know.
he got his whole locker room to jump the rookie that dated his girl.
oh man.
It's fucking awesome. Then they kicked him out
But
of the
now he's a
company.
bus driver. So who won?
Yeah, they did win that. They did win.
Shouts out to early episode name World's Rawest Bus Driver. That's like
This is
episode.
fucked up.
That's like one of the first episodes we named something not just File Under Fire episode whatever. Is
He
World's
probably
Rawest
feels
Bus
mad
Driver.
fulfilled as a bus driver though, so I'm not even gonna hate.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm actually, yeah. Sorry, that's a noble profession.
It's an
Bus
honorable,
driver
yeah.
is a noble and honorable profession.
They always get thanked in Fortnite, brother. So
And in real life by me.
Yeah,
true.
Yes, yeah, you got to be nice to the bus driver.
man,
Always.
I love my
Shout
bus
out
drivers
public
when I was in
transportation.
school.
We love you.
Yeah. But like the sliding D that he hits for the finish, it's like a sliding like he hits an elbow. He doesn't
He hits like a
lariat.
sliding lariat first, and then the elbow. I feel
And
like,
then the
right?
elbow.
Ah,
Like, and it's just a straight elbow point to the mouth. Like he is like he kills
God.
him. It is, dude. This match was like it was like such a fun precursor to like the later match of like the later Takayama match because it's like the Takayama match is like younger brother in brutality, I guess.
Well, this was sort of in a vacuum, and the other one has some
Some
weight
weight,
to it, I guess. This
yeah.
is just like, what if we put two of the most fucked fuckers
And let
in
them beat each
Shinkiba and
other's
gave them
asses.
12 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah. Initially, I was gonna bring like a long match, which I'll probably bring later, but dude, this was so much like more fun, I think, than what
yeah.
I was originally gonna bring. Um, yeah, man, what a just like you said, 12 minutes. Let two fucked guys go out there and fuck each other up, and like the crowd is like so on board with them too.
And speaking of fucked fuckers, I did Brady. I'm Brady now.
Yeah, damn straight. It is Dom's match of the week. It is Jack Evans from the Heavens versus Extreme Tiger from AAA 5/18/09. I assume that's the right date. It was the date on the file. I just kind of trusted it. Um,
I
It's the cage match
love.
date. It's hard to tell with the TV.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
dude, what the fuck is this match?
It's awesome.
Let's
It's
build the
complete
whole
awesome.
match out of backflips into full force double stomps and kicks.
Stomps and
Let's
Jack
get the
Evans.
most velocity on 2 feet to any body part that we can possibly do.
Dude, yeah. Awesome. I love Jack Evans' offense where he's just like, I'm just gonna always do like perfect matrix
bajillion
kicks.
flips.
Yeah, like and it always lands. You put your hands up, but then it like somehow weaves your hands and gets you right in the fucking mouth.
It's like
like,
what
thanks.
Brady was talking about with Paul London, where he's not doing the flips as like Baroque adornment to the match. He's like just
Gaining
trying to get the
momentum.
most velocity on hitting you as hard as he can.
Yeah, it's like he's just kind of launching his body in ways, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'll be able to land on my feet from here." It's
How many? What is this? Like the whole file is like 18 minutes, something like that. The match is probably 10.
yeah, because
How
there's a
many?
big pre and post.
How many
Now they
like
keep calling Nicho Nichos.
career-ending bumps does Jack Evans take in 10 minutes?
The craziest one is probably that drop kick that sends him like to the floor.
So they're doing? Is that the one where Extreme Tiger does like the drop salt to his back, like low angle drop salt to his back?
No, that's
This
not
is
the one.
every single offensive maneuver in this match is like mind blowing.
That's
And
not
they're
the one
doing it
I
at
was
highlight
thinking
triple
of.
reel.
The one I
speed.
was thinking of, he's like already on. Like Jack Evans is already on the apron, and like Extreme Tiger hits like a kind of a sliding drop kick almost, but it like he hits him
Yeah,
with such
not the
force
best
that it
quality
like
on this file, but it was the only thing I could find on YouTube. Man, finding AAA on YouTube is a fucking trip and experience.
true.
They've taken down a lot
I've
from
taken out
this
so much.
community.
You have to like look it up by like location and like not even year or
Yes,
date.
yeah, the name of the town. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I've been
or
doing
like
the whole
arena.
time.
This
Yeah,
this happened in Monterey, I think.
That's literally how I looked it up. I looked up the
Yeah.
where the arena and I was like, oh, I got it. Fucking cool. Yeah, evil fucking Teddy Hart on his shoulder,
Dude,
Evil. God
rubbing his
almighty.
shoulders and shit.
it's
I wrote
ominous. It's horrific to start,
so Teddy, yeah, like there's the
and the
big
Coke
like
is kicking his ass.
there's like the big
He's in the land of the
pre-promo.
good shit. I mean, he's
Yeah,
it's like
dude.
a fat kid in a candy store. He's probably 3 seconds away from his
Yeah.
heart stopping.
Because the
There's
file
a-
starts with Jack Evans and Teddy Hart talking about Conan for 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes. And then like my Spanish is rusty, so I don't pick up a lot of what Extreme Tiger says. But it's like the Jack Evans and Teddy Hart stuff is just like Jack. It's really could just be Jack being like, "Hey, I want to do this on my own tonight,"
Yeah, they're setting up a face turn, which
and
is,
then
of
like,
course, you should.
yeah, and then he's like, "Okay, man, you got to tell Conan," like,
Yeah, he's like, you gotta tell Conan on your own.
Conan
Yeah.
is like fucking like Corleone, like Godfather.
Dude, because he
throw
has
throw a dart at AAA, and like Conan or Vampiro will be the main character of every feud, no matter what. Like up or down the card. Is Conan here?
God, always you hear Eye of the Tiger and you just roll your eyes, man. Oh God, here we go again.
I don't know if
beat
I wasn't
down.
paying attention. Oh, I'm sorry, Foos. Did not mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. That was my thought, anyways.
I was just saying, do you guys were we talking about when Jack Evans did he literally just did like a front flip kick, like the both of his heels caught a Tiger in the face definitely and fucked him up.
That's like every piece of offense for the
I was
first
gonna
like,
say,
5
Yeah.
minutes.
the whole
Let me do a
match.
flip and smoke you with my feet from
He's
whatever
literally
angle.
playing Tekken. He's playing the capoeira guy from Tekken. He's doing the spin, flip, Eddie and shit.
Literally wrote down, "Holy moly, Jack Evans front flip drop kick."
I did.
Like a
I
front
also had this.
flip
You said
double axe
Tekken.
kick.
I had this. This is a lucha match from a video game.
Oh yeah, this is when when you're playing 2K and you're like you made
It's
characters.
like
button
what's
mash
the
it?
Yeah.
Def Jam? The
Oh,
Def
yeah,
Jam
Fight for New York.
game. Yeah, that's what
Bro,
this
I
is
mean,
like.
the kicks are fucking disgusting. Also, Foos, I'm clipping a part that you as a One Piece fan, I think you'd enjoy. That fucking Jack Evans kicks him and there's an impact frame.
Let's go.
Fucking yeah, because that's one thing. I mean, because everyone always thinks about obviously Jack Evans cool ass kicks, but I mean he always does just smoke you with kicks. Did I say kicks or flips? I meant flips back then.
I mean, it both are right. Like you're not.
Well, yeah, he is such a kicker. He fucking kicks the shit out of you.
Oh,
Extreme
dude,
Tiger.
I love the
Extreme
commercial
Tiger.
break where you don't miss anything too.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
that bumper of La Parca holding the sword. Holy moly, dude!
So fucking cool.
That was very nostalgic to me, dude. I remember seeing that on TV. Not this match specifically, but the bumper, that transition.
I feel like they used that bumper for like a decade.
Yeah, they do. They used it forever.
Jack Evans does the same self through
They're
the whole
probably
match.
still using that bumper on like whenever it was on Twitch.
Dude, I would use that bumper now. I would use it for the fucking pod.
It's so hard, dude. It looks awesome.
That's how it should start.
Fair warning if you do go ahead and watch this match. Obviously, there's some Tarante's bullshit because, of course, there.
Oh, I love.
Oh, but it was so fun, dude.
I do love the fast count, and then he like gets real pissed off that even the fast count doesn't get him. It's so funny to me because he's just like, "Oh damn it, I was trying, man."
Dude, Extreme Tiger, I really is someone I think worthy of some sort of deep dive by one of us. Probably me.
Yeah, you got it. That's
I
you, Dom.
watched. Yeah.
He has a
everything I
godly
watched.
mask, man.
He's a godly mask. Foos mentioned once that he looks like young Ray, and now forever he looks like he's just like a more violent Ray Mysterio to me because all
Yeah,
his
he's the
offense.
Wario
Yeah,
to
that
Ray's
okay.
Mario.
That drop kick that you just clipped, Dom, is the one I was
Fucking
talking about.
disgusting.
He
Yeah.
like drives through his fucking chest, dude. It's insane.
And I was saying Jack Evans is the same cell the whole match, which is very funny. Where he lifts his shoulders up. He's going, huh? He's doing like that. The home
Yeah, probably
improvement.
because his back fucking is killing him.
Yeah, that
I
hard ass
think-
Corona ring.
I think that Jack
I think
Evans'
Extreme
work
Tiger.
has aged like wine.
You know, it's so
And that,
great.
like the spot monkey criticism on him, yeah, he did a lot of crazy shit, but he was like a great seller and like super charismatic and super sympathetic.
He is like
He's
the
a guy
guy
that
you want
every
on
time
your
I
TV
watch
show.
him, I like him more.
You want him
Yeah.
on your weekly wrestling show because it's like, oh yeah, people are gonna get behind him.
Mhm.
Especially with the face turn, people are fucking yeah. Because Teddy Hart
There's
does
one
come out
point-
looking crazy, like a crazy fuck.
There's one point where he rebounds off the ropes, dude, and does a springboard. Fucking looks like a Phoenix splash, lands on his feet, and just like keeps running.
Yeah, like
I just said, "Oh my
athletic
god!"
Fuck
freak
was that
one,
sentence, man? What the...
literally
What
one
the
in
hell?
1,000.
And then he takes a wheel kick. Like he just takes a wheel kick after all that. And I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like he was flipping around, but it's not like Extreme Tiger had to wait on him. It's like he just kept going.
No. Mhm.
Like Albie was saying at the beginning, he's not just doing flips as like this like garnish or like like a masturbatory like thing. He's like using the flips to keep his momentum going. Like he is like I know it becomes like part of his character in like a decade after this or whatever about like, oh yeah, look, hardcore parkour, because like parkour wasn't quite like as big of a thing, but like it really is that same kind of mentality of like you're flipping and like trying to keep that fluid motion to just keep your momentum up.
Yeah, his beautiful ass Goomba stomp, double stomp when I'm playing Mario. Shapoo.
He does that double stop like from the top rope just straight onto
Sends it
Extreme
through.
Tiger's chest.
He's
I would
like
watch
hella.
these guys have a best of 1 million series.
Yeah, I think I could watch this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
But it's
They get
much
the
like the
chairs
feud.
out.
Yeah, it feels so huge, and it's literally like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was just a damn tournament match that damn
They're like, let's get all the cool shit in we can, and my god, that's how you do wrestling now.
does a Jack Evans face turn. Like
Which
I loved the senton that Extreme Tiger did from the top rope to the floor with Jack on the chairs, and he overshot it, so he just reached back and like slingshot lariated him from the chair to the floor.
Foos, I just saw what you're talking about, the running Phoenix splash. Yeah, with that wheel kick too, he takes like a corkscrew fucking backflip fucking bump and makes him look like $1 million. Like just cool, awesome. That's so cool.
Does
It's
anybody
Dude.
know if Extreme Tiger is still working in like at like a crazy rate, or is he just
I think
like
he does, and I think he's still fucking awesome. Except
he
now,
has
I
a
literally
mask match this month.
really.
I'm pretty sure he has a mask match with the Crash coming up.
Holy, I will watch that because I feel like he's only gotten crazier. Like now he does like the Phoenix, like the Dragon Lee suplex, but he does it with like one leg hooked up, and it's called the Tijuana suplex. I've brought a match where he does it before, and he just does that now. He's a crazy fucking person.
he's
Well,
wrestling
I wrote in the
goddamn
Masada
Travis
Tanaka
Banks.
Black Buffalo match like this is the nastiest brainbuster we're gonna see.
Oh yeah,
And then-
oh yeah, right.
I was
then
100% wrong.
Yeah, you watched one match later.
Dude,
In
what do you
5
guys
days.
think? What my fault, Foos, you go.
I was gonna say in 5 days, cage match. I don't know if this is a Lucha de Apuestas or not, but I think I read it was somewhere, but I don't see it on this as it being Lucha de Apuestas. Hijo de Rey Misterio,
Oh, okay.
Trauma 2, Hijo de
Okay,
Máscara
I'm in.
Sagrada,
I'm
Rey
into this.
Horus, Extreme
into this.
Tiger, Hijo de Fishman, in a cage.
So there's a
Uh,
bunch of names in that are 100% not losing their masks.
Yeah,
I'm
not losing their
wondering-
masks.
I don't know who
Trauma
losing it
2
is.
is not losing his shit.
Io the Fishman definitely not losing his shit.
He'd probably just
Io-
fucking kill everyone.
I don't see any of these guys losing this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, like maybe it's
Yeah,
not my plus us. I swear it
maybe
was.
it,
I
maybe
Doing
it's
swear.
the
just eliminatorial
77 all
shit.
and count out finish.
I was
Did you
gonna-
guys? Did you guys like when they were on the fucking top rope and just randomly punching the shit out of each other as hard as they could?
Yeah. Just like out of nowhere, just like, hey, let's stop
To-
flipping for a minute and just beat the fuck out of dog.
to set up the Teddy Hart run-in where they did this like 3 times where they play like 6 chords from Lose Yourself and then cut it off. They did
Bro,
a WWE style music to the run-in.
There's so much licensed music, like entrance themes. It is so fucking funny. It always makes me laugh. That shit. I don't know why that shit always makes me laugh.
Oh, now I'm like watching it again because I want to hear it.
The fucking best.
It seriously goes dun 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 dun, and then he lands with all his weight on his face, and then
Yeah, he gets him with his ass and his back right on his face and nose and crushes the dog shit out of him.
Oh yeah, dude. I've
I
never.
bet you the rest of these matches in this it's an eliminatory thing for the for the belt, I guess, or something.
the
or at least a
cruiserweight
shot.
title. Yeah,
Mhm. Man, I bet you the rest of these I like Alex Kozlov. Ooh, never mind. Versus Nicho El Millionaire. Okay.
I
Probably
legit
mad
wrote.
old.
they had
I legit
Psychosis 2
wrote-
and Nicho in that tournament.
Dude, I just remember what I was gonna say. Fucking, what do you guys think of Jack Evans' fucking picture perfect flying knee? Like he's playing Captain Falcon in Smash Bros. Yeah.
I I
Insane.
legit wrote in my notes to your point, Bobby. I wrote Teddy's fuck ass is back, and he just hit a twirling ass drop on Jack.
It's so funny watching him like get up. Because like he was probably like, yeah, I could probably do this without thinking how to do it. And then he's up there like, fuck, how do I do this? He's like holding his arms up like, I'm just gonna fucking.
Just
Yeah,
crushes
He's
his
coked
head,
out of
by the
his
way.
gourd. We've already established from the promo.
Yeah, if there was a close up on his pupils, you probably would not even be able to see them. He's gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
and
a-
then
Beat the hell out of Jack Evans, dude. Like,
double under. Yeah, Jack Evans takes no break. It goes from double underhook brainbuster that kills him to half
directly
the roster
on the
comes
top of
out.
his head
Yeah,
after
half
just
the
getting
roster.
after just getting an ass straight to
Yeah,
his head.
half the roster comes out and fucks him up for.
I couldn't even tell who was doing what. I know Escoria hit him with a power bomb, and if after that the 58 person.
It's fucking. They all come out to Eye of the Tiger as he's
Yeah.
getting his fucking ass beat. Electroshocks and a wife beater. Old ass Conan can barely walk, and
Dude.
he's still pushing him.
the Conan special, dude. La Legión Extranjera, dude. These
The
guys,
way they
I swear,
set it up, bro. They put him on the shoulders and then drop kick him.
they had this faction, dude. La Legión Extranjera. Oh, I mean, it was literally just like a vehicle to bring in whoever, and like any foreigner, basically. Conan would bring him in La Legión Extranjera to be like, almost like a foreigner of the week to beat. Or just like numbers, just beat the shit out of somebody type stuff.
Yeah,
But
go look
all
at
the
that on
time,
Cage
dude.
Match. There's 57 people in this, fucking thing. Sean Waltman is in this stable.
Dude, he was in
Jesus.
Degeneration Mechs too when he was.
Fucking W's, actual W's.
Is it?
I think I see Charlie Manson and shit. Charlie
Kenzo
Is
Manson.
it,
Suzuki, Kenta was in there.
Get the fuck out of here. That's fucking
Morishima was in there for like
Yup.
one time.
for a cup of coffee.
Can we talk about this parking lot part
Please.
of the brawl?
Well, how he gets busted open by that fucking DDT is disgusting. That shit looked nasty
Yeah.
too. And then isn't that what's her name? Is it Martha Villalobos? I don't know how to say it. The AAA chairwoman. She's literally sitting there in the crowd watching, unamused as fuck. I'm gonna take a screenshot because if that's not her, maybe I just made that shit up.
Dude, they like take his ass out to the parking lot. And it's just like they're just throwing him around, beating his ass.
Yeah, they let Conan in on it. They let Conan get some beats in, pushing him around. Yeah, fucking.
And then there's
They
this
literally
fucking
gang initiate him basically.
there's this trash can, and he like whacks his head off of it, and then they set this thing up on its side
Oh yeah, for the
for-
toughest spot you're ever about to fucking see.
for Teddy Hart to like hit a pile driver on him on it. He's like he picks him up and his feet go through the thing, and they just like two humans just disappear into this like fucking small ass trash can.
Yeah, fucking Teddy Hart tries to like push up against it, and it just collapses under his weight, and Jack Evans falls directly on his brain, and like just spills out the side.
Yeah,
Dude, and
and
then they pull him out. They pull him out and hold him over the damn the broken remains of that container, dude. His head just damn pulled back. Holy shit. That part was good. I'm not gonna lie, that part was incredible. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was the craziest shit ever. There, it's like a Renaissance painting. They're holding his fucking limp body over, like
it's what we were talking about earlier
Saturn devouring his
before the
son.
pod. Like sometimes AAA just like nails it.
Yeah, like they just.
I like how it
This-
immediately also cuts to Alex Kozlov speaking Spanish with
Did
a
it?
Russian accent.
He had jumped from CMLL recently, I'm pretty sure. There's a few guys that just jumped from CMLL. God, they make Jack Evans bleed like crazy. They hog tie this man. Like
They hog tie
killed
him.
They
They
assassinated
smash
him.
his head into the shit and fucking. I like when he gets his little shine. He's like, he does a little Matrix fucking. Yeah, shoo.
dude, it's just too much. The numbers are just too much.
It is too much. Yeah, it's because it's quite literally like 30 fucking people that are just stomping the shit out of him.
Just beating the fuck out of him.
He's basically getting trampled at a point.
Yeah, just perfect insanity, Dob. I appreciate that match so much because it was just so.
If it
fucking
wasn't this,
great.
it was a Halloween trios, which
Honestly,
I'm bringing that
like,
next week.
Yeah, bring it.
you can't go wrong with that. But dude, this is it's like the same position I was in, where it's like, yeah, you know, like it's probably fun, but like this is so fucking nuts. You got to talk about it.
Yeah, and I'm of the opinion that everyone should watch all of Jack Evans in AAA.
Mm-hmm. Even like when he goes
fish and
like,
water there.
Yeah, even when he like goes back, like, you know, in like the Lucha Underground times too. Like, I know you've been doing a lot of the stuff from like the Twitch era, and I'm sure like he is around there then too.
He hasn't popped up yet, but Teddy Hart has.
Shocker.
Jack has it, yeah.
They Jack Evans and Extreme Tiger win the AAA tag belts.
I was saying I'm gonna definitely check out their stuff together because that's a super dom team.
Yeah,
I don't know how many of these you're gonna be able to find though, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, I was also thinking about that, but I'll try. I will definitely try.
If you find them, send them to me.
100%. I found one. I found because Lucha DB recommends matches sometimes, and they recommended this one, Silver King and Ultimo Glad. What's his name? Ultimo.
Ultimo Gladiador?
I hate. Yeah, thank you so much for saying it because I didn't want to be a honky and say it. It's him versus Tiger, Extreme Tiger, and Jack Evans, and they said it's dope. So I was gonna watch that soon.
Moving on here to the main event of the evening, the evilest of evil, nasty fucking matches. Abi's match of the week. It is Kohei Sato and Yoshihiro Takayama versus Shinjiro Otani and Takeo Amori from 01 Max to 1807. Dude, fuck. And so, like, I'll let you, Abi, let you go ahead and explain the backstory. I kind of understand it, but you'll do it more justice.
We have had a no fear match on here before. No Fear, the tag team of Takayama and Omori, one of the great tag teams in my opinion. Two of my favorite wrestlers, and Takayama, I think, without question, one of the best ever. They were an incredible tag team called No Fear, which when you watch this match, you know that's for a shoot. No Fear. They tagged in All Japan for a while, but they were there in the era of the Exodus. They go to Noah. They dye their hair blonde, so they're looking a little different than the last time we saw them.
Yeah.
Omori has that famous Hashimoto match in 2000 after the Ogawa stuff when Hashimoto was kind of floating, where allegedly Omori calls it early because Hashimoto is destroying him. and he gets sent on this weird excursion that wasn't an
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't
excursion.
call it early in this fucking match. What the fuck?
No, I would love to hear the real version of that because I just don't. Omori is so awesome. I don't know. He gets way more killed here, but yeah, he gets sent on that weird excursion. He wrestles Ken Shamrock on one of the early NWA TNA pay-per-views.
Ken
No Fear
Shamrock, that's
breaks
awesome.
up
That sounds
right
awesome.
before that. Like Takayama is blowing up as an MMA guy. Omori turns on him and says, like, if you can do whatever you want, I can do whatever I want, essentially. He ends up in 0-1 with Hashimoto after the Ogawa stuff. Takayama is working everywhere. He has the stroke in 04, but he comes back in 06. So they have this history as a tag team, but it's been years. But Omori is in 0-1. He's wrestling in a tag match with Otani as his partner, and this shows it at the beginning of the file. Takayama comes out of the stands, like total surprise, and just beats the absolute dog shit out of Omori. They show it a little on here, but they don't show all of it. He takes him on the tour of Korakuen and bounces his head off all the walls and doors like a basketball. Kills him, bleeding like hell, biting his head. He destroys him. And so they're setting up for 2007, this big no fear feud, Takayama versus Omori 4 years later. And Takayama sort of adopts Sato as his partner. Kohei Sato, if you're not familiar, is a guy who seems like he wasn't smartened up to wrestling for the first few years of his career.
Yeah, I believe that.
Is a concussion dealer. There's like a 6-man they show at the beginning of this that also ends with Omori and Takayama just zoning in on each other. Relevant to this match, Takayama ends up bleeding out of his ear and eye, like super heavy. And so it's kind of hard to judge as a match in a vacuum because it is like a build to something that kind of never happens. It's kind of like Dom's match.
Yeah.
It's sort of setting up this blood feud that doesn't fully play out. But this to me is the highlight. This is one of those that I've had in my back pocket forever. One of my favorite matches ever, and I was like, there will be a time when it will be right to bring this on the world famous File Under Fire podcast. And I did consciously make the decision to make Foos watch a Snuff film.
Yeah.
And,
Look,
that's
I
pretty
didn't
much
know what
what
I
we
was getting
get.
into with this one.
Yeah. So that's the setup. It's Takayama versus Omori, and the other guys are sort of just there.
But
Although,
also, they're
yeah,
just
neither.
are they just there? Yes, but are they also fucking murderers? Maybe more so.
Yeah, neither one of those guys needs an excuse to get hateful. But this is like the ideal, perfect 0-1. Like if you're gonna explain 0-1 to someone, like this is the one.
Yeah.
Just
like
the most evil Puro on planet Earth.
Like Shinjiro Otani in this match is just like such a hateful little dickhead. Like I just hate him the whole time, and it's especially too because you're just like
He's the babyface.
but you're like just yearning to see Takayama and Omori, and then like, but you just get like Otani beating the fuck out of like Takayama, and you're just like, no, damn it, this is not what I want.
Well, he attacked him. He attacked him when he attacked Omori. So Otani decides that it's his obligation to pop
Fucking
his head like a
yeah.
grape.
Beat the shit out of him.
So that's my setup. I'll let you guys, because this is one of my favorite matches ever. So I want to know what you guys think about it.
Disgusting.
Fuck, holy shit,
Penis.
like
Fuck, holy shit, penis. That's the episode title.
In my notes here, I have Okay. I was just say chronologically to let you know how this went for me. Um, First thing I wrote, Takayama is a terrifying guy. Super cool yellow jacket in the intro video segment. And then just immediately a very fast and brutal start. How the hell did Takayama start bleeding from the ear?
Yeah, just out of nowhere gushing from the ear.
And then a lot of struggle, especially at the beginning. And I really appreciated there was a early pin attempt where Takayama put like his knee on like the lower part of I think it was Omori's face, the upper part of his like chest, around the neck region. And the only thing I could think of was like they are not just like physically beating on him, but they are restricting his oxygen like crazy. Like
Yeah,
they are trying to gas this guy out like in the first moments of the match. It felt like, but I mean that's like a valid strategy, it's a fight, so like they were
And
really like the pressure was literal, like
that's like a good statement of it too. Is like this is a fight from like the beginning to the end. It's like a fight in the confines of a wrestling ring. Like
it's a fight in the
Sort of.
cunt.
Takayama put so much mustard on everything,
dude,
like kicks,
Well,
He's
strikes,
simply the
stomps.
best to ever do
we've
it.
we've talked about this before on pod about how like for guys like Takayama, they're like because he has that like that MMA background, he's kind of like forced to like just beat the fuck out of dudes. And like this is that. He is doing just that.
He almost can't decide what he wants to do to Omori. He just wants to kill him. So he's like kneeling on his throat. He's choking him with his bare hands. He's grabbing at legs and limbs, but he can't decide what's. At one point, he like has the leg and he does nothing with it, and he just gets in mount and starts punching him in the head as hard as he can.
Yeah, I love shit like that. It's like I'm just gonna get in mount and fucking punch you.
I have a note here that says they they turned Takayama's beautiful blonde hair red with blood. Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah,
he
he
gets so
starts-
disgustingly fucking bloody. I had to turn my like face away, like look away. It's fucking.
I think
And then
that the referee bladed him.
I think so. I thought so too.
Because Omori is throwing these knuckle punches to try to bust him hard way, and then the ref kind of comes in and hovers over him for a second, and when he comes up, he's like
He's
squirting blood.
gushing.
There's an old Kids in the Hall
disgusting.
sketch where this guy's bleeding from his ear, and it's every time his heart beats, it's just squirting out. That's kind of what's happening to Takayama.
Mm-hmm.
It's
dude, the
fucking.
blood just makes him
gross.
stronger. The blood just makes him stronger.
It's
He
crazy.
just gets more powerful. There's a point where he's literally covered in blood and he walks out to grab that table. He walks in, high kicks Omori right on the chin, drops him like a sack of bricks,
Dude, he
and
comes
then
in just like lazily throws a kick, yeah, and knocks him the fuck out.
doesn't even use the table like a table. He smashes Otani with the table after he throws that fucking kick. I was like, oh my god. Like, they're trying to weaken him. Blood loss does not affect him. It just made him more mad.
And while he's
legitimately
bleeding,
wrote,
Otani is
Takayama has a table. He just whacked Otani with that hoe. That was my notes at that point.
they are trying to kill him, and like there's a very funny thread through the match of Sato like keeps trying to come back in. I love the face wash, the Otani face wash, where he
Beautiful.
like while he's about to hit it, it cuts to a wide shot, and Omori hits like the cryonic kick on Sato. It's just like he's trying desperately to save Takayama. This is the passion of Takayama. Until he, as Foos said, he just like activates, and he literally becomes King Kong for the last like 10
he is
minutes.
grabbing anything he can. Like he takes he takes some like both of them basically over to like the side, like into the crowd where there's the guardrail separating the like stand, like the stand seating from the floor seating, and he takes the metal door off of its hinges and starts whacking them with it.
Oh my
Dude.
god, yeah, he tore that metal gate off of the
He just
thing. I was
takes
like,
the
oh my
whole thing
god.
off.
Just tore it right the fuck off.
And like I think he hits Omori crazy with the headshot, or maybe it's Otani. I don't remember.
He hits Otani with it, like catches
Over
him
the
hard.
back.
But that's when Takayama, like one of the best ever. Omori is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. And like the last 10 minutes of this, when Takayama is going King Kong, the selling from Omori is so good. And it starts with when he hits him with that heavy ass gate. His face selling is like outrageous. And then the cherry on top is the chair shot. Capital T, capital C.
A lot of this feels so organic in a way that like a lot of extreme sort of matches, while a lot of those extreme time matches, people there's a fan base for a lot of those things. But and I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but it's a different feeling here because it's more of like, and a lot of those sometimes it feels like we are doing more extreme things to captivate you. In this one, it feels like I am so angry, I will kill you using anything I can get my
I
hands
will
on.
fucking kill you.
I am filled with such a rage that this blood loss. You made me bleed my own blood, and I'm going to hurt you for it.
I'm going
Yes.
to make you bleed your blood because of it.
It's and it's not, I'm not trying to trash, things were better. It's that sort of thing. But it's definitely a different feeling that's being,
Yeah, it's
transmitted here.
this is less like CZW, or even like the a more pure sense of like an FMW, like how big, how crazy can we get? Like this is just like, what can I find and use to absolutely demolish you in a way that will make you unconscious?
Like thumbtacks make me feel uncomfortable, right? Ripping off the gate to like the
Sans-
bleachers, that puts fear into hearts. Seeing him
How about
casually throw up a lazy and yet super effective head kick that just laid out Omori. When that happened, I was like, oh, okay. Like, that looked very painful, in a different way, like dangerously painful.
Looked
how
real.
about
as
when
fuck.
Takayama starts bleeding and Omori is like trying to open it up, then Otani comes in and literally just pulls like the flesh on his skull in
Oh,
opposite
It
direction.
is so disgusting. I hated the nails and the
oh.
pulling shit because it made me feel gross.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Otani's not even like, this isn't even that personal for him, and he's still like, I'm
He's
going
just,
to
yeah,
kill
he's
you.
getting it all.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good.
And like I don't even know if you want to call it a finish. It's not really a finish, I guess. Like the ref just calls for the bell.
It's so funny. It's the same as the build-up tags where Takayama kills him. He has already like hit him with a table, like hit him with a chair. It
The
takes
unstoppable man.
15 attempted murders before they ring the bell.
Yeah, I like when they come out and he just starts beating up on the guys that are trying to stop him. Like, get the fuck out. He knocks
Yeah.
out one rookie for sure with a knee, and he just kind of like wobbles off.
He beats up everybody in Kirkenhall.
Yeah.
Then like you get Sato like literally trying to like drag him away, and he's just like this bloody faced looking demon.
Before that, he throws him out of the way. When he's like dying, Sato just throws him out of the way so he can fucking like try to choke Otani to death.
Yeah.
I wish we had a lot more Omori and Otani tags, simply for the Axe Bomber Enziguri combo.
Oh,
That
they
shit
bust out.
yeah, we didn't
is
even talk
beautiful.
about that, dude.
Beautiful.
They do it twice. They do it to both guys. Disgusting.
Just like I don't know, man. Somebody steal that as a tag move. It won't look as cool, but it'll fuck it. You don't have to do it as good.
You can never do it as good as the goats. The goats.
And I think Omori hits like the best ever axe guillotine driver, that like belly to back tombstone thing.
It
Yeah.
looks like he arches his back too,
Oh
so
my
that he gets more
God.
head. Just like an asshole.
Oh, I love it. I love No Fear.
This is like just the perfect like murder match. I was so happy that you were like, I want Foos to see this.
If Takayama put on a mask during this, it would be one of the craziest bloody masks of all time, man. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
could you
he was
imagine if he just like
bleeding.
had like a white shirt on or something?
God almighty. And it looks so good in his blonde hair too. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And his
That's the
like
thing.
his nose is fucked up. He's had the stroke already, but like his lip is super swollen. He's bleeding from his
He
ear. He's
always
bleeding
gets
from his
such a
head.
swollen fucking face.
He gave a lot, dude. He gave a lot.
I mean, I think you tweeted it before we even started recording the pod, right? Albeit of like the picture of him just like real
Him held
fucked up,
back, yeah.
gnarly looking, being held back.
He's the best, man. I love Takayama. I mean, it's the same with Otani. It's like and what we were talking about with Eddie before we started recording. It's not like super surprising how they ended up, but these guys just like they gave it all, dude. You could not ask for more in a hateful ass 0-1 Kurikan main event. It's shocking how hard they're hitting each other for the duration of this match.
Especially at the end, you're literally just full force punches to the dome. To the dome piece and more.
Omori's like, we talked about Takayama bleeding from the ear. Omori is like bleeding from his eye.
Yeah, because he just kept getting punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
At some point, he was like, look, I'm just going to throw real punches, just cover up, because I'm not stopping. I was like, all right, for sure.
Dude.
Yeah, I love this. One of my favorites.
Great match.
This is what you watch wrestling for. This is the dragon you're
Absolutely.
chasing.
I would say.
Who the fuck gets the CM Punk award? Is it? I don't know.
I was thinking about it again.
Davis?
No one else.
It's Jack
I feel
Evans.
like Jack Evans. He would still probably kick my ass, but I'll try Jack Evans. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
It has to be. There's no other choice. You gonna fight Jumbo Sharuda?
No, that guy
No.
was a fucking monster.
I don't know, man. Like, can I fight one of the young boys that Takayama killed? What about the guy that? What about the guy that Masato Tanaka uses to headbutt?
Oh yeah, he
from
just
Black
killed
Buffalo?
a random guy in the middle of that match. He just grabs a guy.
Well, he was wearing a 0-1 shirt, so I just assumed it was one of his young boys.
Unreal.
He hits one of them with a knee that is literally straight on their head. Fucks him up.
Oh, God bless. Yeah, we can.
Did I say I love Yoshihiro Takayama?
Plenty times, but you can say it again and again and again, and it never gets old. Moving on, Dom. It's time for the animal corner. Tell us about is it javelinas?
Yeah, javelinas. There are peccaries. I think I probably talked about them before. They're like they're omnivores. They're like pigs. They're basically pigs. They're in the part of the genus that contains pigs, and they're found in like Central and South America, the Caribbean, Trinidad. They do show up. They'll show Mexico. They're there. Pretty sure they are. I like them because there's a video that went viral where like there's a gas station guy who one obviously came into the store and he kept feeding him, and now he comes in the store and gets fed Coca-Cola, and he named him Pumbaa. I could probably find it. Which that's dope. Oh yeah, Senor Pumbaa, the best shit ever. But
They
they're
cook those
cool.
some bitches whole in the Philippines.
Yeah, they cook them, but I think people talk about it. They can be pretty friendly. I mean, they can also fuck up your dogs because they do have gigantic fucking tusks, but they're pretty friendly. I mean, all things considered, you could seemingly not domesticate it, but you can like make him cool with you. Just keep feeding him. It's like some Minecraft shit. If you give him 3 hay,
They like, are they big in Arizona?
um,
Because I keep
why?
seeing like stuff in like with like Arizona,
Why?
like
Why?
Arizona resident bitten
Oh,
by
they
javelina
might
while
be, they
feeding
might be
it.
fucking, they might be like invasive.
Arizona guided javelina hunts.
Wow,
All I did,
yeah. Wait, what
all
the?
I
I did
did was
not
search
know about
javelina
this.
in fucking in
Notable
Google.
populations exist in the suburbs of Phoenix and Tucson, Arizona, where they feed on ornamental plants and other cultivated vegetation.
That makes sense. Arizona might be the most evil state in the union, so that tracks.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. Did they like introduce them? I don't know. Feral hogs are a real problem. Javelinas are smaller. Okay. What the fuck? What? Damn. I mean, I guess yeah. I mean, they are basically just like super wild pigs with scary tusks that will fuck up your dog. But I like them. They're cool. I'm
Uh,
fan. I'm game. I'm fan.
they look, I don't know. I think they look cool as fuck. Um,
Yeah, that's probably why they have the dogs in the photo because they're telling you stay safe because those motherfuckers are big and muscular.
I believe it. Foos, did you go ahead and pick someone for the cage match game?
I did. I did. I don't know if you guys have done this one already, but I have
God,
someone.
listen,
Well, we'll only know
I
when.
couldn't tell you
Yeah,
who we did like 2 months ago. So
all you remember is Kenny Omega.
All
Kenny
right.
Omega, I know we haven't done Booker T. Those are like the two two things I know for sure. Give
This
us the
person's score
give us the overall rating.
7.12.
Ooh, okay.
Booker T.
7.12. No.
Um, is it Grande American?
No.
That would be like that would be a crazy heel turn by Foos. Um,
Do I have to give you a
no, no,
review?
no, no, I have to guess my. I have to guess
Yeah,
mine.
he's got to guess one first, then we'll go to the
I'm
reviews.
scared. This Ultimo Guerrero.
No.
All right, go ahead and give us like your first review. It doesn't have to be the first review, but a first review.
Okay. A first review. Give me a second. Okay. This one's in German because a lot of the reviews were in German. I just Google translated them. They
Hey,
didn't have a lot in English. Okay, this one says, this is crazy. A good Mexican, but he never really managed to win me over. His trips to the US also never left a particularly positive impression on me.
Did he say good Mexican?
A
Yeah.
good Mexican.
I'm
One of
gonna
the good
assume
ones, Tom.
I'm
Super
gonna
Callow.
assume that's like a translation thing, but
Has to be, has to be.
did you say super callow,
Yeah,
Augie?
obviously it's Super Callow.
Not super Cala.
Um, hmm. Trips to the US never impressed me. Is it psychosis?
Not psychosis.
Is it? You know
That's how
what?
we
Fuck it. Is it El Dandy?
It's not El Dandy.
I love
Okay.
I
The
love the
second
idea of the
review.
fact that we all honed in on the
It's got to be a WCW guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also in German, so this one's translated as well. I had seen him in WWE in the middle of the 90s and found him very average. So he is rightly well placed in the CMLL because he will never amount to anything in the US. Notice I'm reading all these rage bait ones. I'm just gonna say it. These guys don't know
Ball at all.
shit about shit.
Yeah.
About anything. Okay.
Germans don't
but
know
I'm
shit
reading
about
them.
shit, dude.
I'm still reading them because
True.
cage match comments are cage match comments. So it'll give you an idea of the average cage matcher, what they think, and then you have to think the opposite.
WWE in the mid '90s.
Also, I'll say this: he was not in WWE in the mid '90s, so I don't
What?
know who this guy is confusing him with, but
I was gonna say, is this like? I'll still say, is it Super Astro?
not Super Astro.
Is this? Oh god, I don't even fucking know. Is this Texano?
Not Tejano. Okay, he had.
Is
Actually,
it
who's in-
Hector Garza?
Oh my God, you nailed it!
Bang!
Oh, as
It
it
is
was,
Hector
what is it,
Garza.
Asarios, whatever the fuck?
S.A. Rios, but he said he wasn't in WWE, so I was thinking of.
Oh, S.A. Rios. I'm thinking Mr. Aguila. I just mixed up two different people. I'm
That's the
sorry.
same guy,
I mixed
right?
up. No,
It was
Hector
Hector
Garza.
Garza.
Wait, Hector. Wait.
He did one
Sorry.
episode of Superstars in '96, and this guy's talking about I saw him in WWE
didn't
in
impress
the
him.
'90s.
It didn't
Okay,
impress
so
me.
Hector Garza and S.A. Rios are two different people. Yes.
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 Very different. Very different.
Okay,
Hector
that's on
Garza.
me, guys. That's on me.
Shouts out.
Hector Garza
shouts
is
out
the
that
most
clip.
complete heavyweight of his generation.
I gotta watch
Esther
more.
Rios is pretty good.
Because
I thought
Hector Garza,
he is Mr. Aguila. Dom, isn't that what you said?
Mr. Aguila is
S.A.
S.A.
Rios
Rios.
is,
I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
mixing
He was
those
saying-
Poppy
with-
Chulo.
Yeah, I
He
was
was
mixing that
saying
up with as Foos
Hector
said.
Garza.
Which I actually
What?
I didn't know Hector Garza was dead.
Unfortunately, yeah, he died
What
like
was the
13
match?
years ago.
What was the match we watched that had fucking S.A. Rios in the like ECW hat as like the bumper intro? It was like
I
a
don't
few.
fucking know. I don't remember that at
Yeah,
fucking
you-
all. I
It's
gotta
been
watch more
recent.
Hector
That was
Garza,
very recently.
That was
Mr.
recent, I know
Aguila
that.
popped up.
because I want to get way more
Brady,
into
update the sheet,
Paris
bro.
Del Mall. Yeah,
Sorry,
that
I'm
sheet.
sorry.
I want to get way more into Paris Del Mall, and I know he was affiliated with that super high key affiliated. Or
Yeah, watch
hardcore
my
affiliated.
Twitch on AAA on Twitch comps. You'll see the 98 person Paros Del Mall.
God, Pros and Mom, godly. Hector Garza, he was like the #1 lieutenant, dude.
Yeah, that's
like
another
early-
fucking. That's another team, like a stable that just became a way to introduce people, like foreigners and shit. That's the funniest thing ever. If you look up the Paris Del Mall Wikipedia right now, they have like a whole like page of itself for the members because they just had so much bullshit going on.
Dude, when they were in CMLL, when it was kind of like still like Pros and Mom was still kind of like new, I guess, not super new, but when it was like Perrito Aguayo, Hector Garza, Damian, Halloween, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
the most
God, dude.
evil dudes ever. That's awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Like these guys, they have a really really good match where it's Perrito Aguayo, Hector Garza, and Shocker against Último Guerrero, Atlantis, and Olímpico.
I gotta
at
watch that. I'm gonna
Aniversario.
find that.
Send
and
that
watch
in the
that.
chat, please.
Yeah.
That sounds
And it's for the
incredible.
trios titles. Holy moly, dude. I love that match. Like, Perros and Mod, bro. Like, oh my God.
Oh,
you know
I
what? I'm going to
remember-
make a Perros and Mod video tonight after this podcast. That's what I'm going to do.
I remember
So-
what the
Yep.
fucking the S.A. Rios thing was. That was like the pre-bumper on the Shocker and Niebla bloodbath.
Yes. It was him in a hat and a ball cap. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in an ECW hat. Oh, what a beast ass match. Good job, Aubie. You got 2 points. The scores did reset, by the way, in case anybody forgot. So it is now
Oh, Brady wants everybody to know he won.
Dom
Yeah,
and
shut up,
Aubie.
Brady.
Dom and Aubie are tied at 2. I have 0.
All is right with the world.
That was such a good guess. Holy moly.
I was trying to think of guys who were in WCW because you said it wasn't. He was never in WWE, and I know that people shit on Hector Garza for like missing a couple dives in WCW, but it's the same as the. I don't care about the people who talk shit on working Mil Mascaras. Like, that's awesome to eat shit on a impossible dive.
And the
Mhm.
thing is,
Invented a
you know,
dive. Like,
something that kills me about people who dismiss like a Mexican luchador because like, you know, maybe they didn't have a good run in the US. Like maybe they, you know. And the thing is, you can probably name on one hand the amount of guys who, especially during that time, were being used well, right? Like, but and especially like in much larger roles, you know. But the thing that kills me is that like they'll be like, oh well, you know, he wasn't good when he was here for like 2 years, and then in the same breath, dude, they will praise guys who have been shitters for way longer than 2 years, and it's like you are basically saying like it's better to be a shitter in the WWE for like, you know, 10 years of your career than to be one of the best guys on the planet in Mexico. And that just does not square to me. You know, like I'm just like, I don't even want to hear that.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Get that fucking noise out my ear.
a few bad years in WCW or the WWE or anywhere in like an American promotion, say you don't use it well, you're mainly used to enhancement, right? That does not like overshadow the career achievements and like the performances that you were putting on in like your home country, whether it be Mexico or Japan or you know just Mexico or Japan.
yeah,
Mainly,
and
I
by
guess,
the
'cause
way,
that's
it's really easy to watch. Go type Hector Garza into YouTube
yeah, and it's
and
like
have
God,
a
I love
great
Lucha.
afternoon.
when I see reviews like that where they discount them for like, you know, oh well, you know, he only ever really did the job, so he was fine. Dude, this guy was amazing. Hector Garza was amazing, dude. Like still to this day, dude, I watch a Hector Garza match and be like, God, he was incredible. His hair match against Perrito Guayo in I think 2008. That's one of my favorite matches ever. That's one of my favorite Hector Garza matches. That's one of my favorite Perrito Guayo matches. Like he has a three-way hair match with Perrito, Universo 2000, and Hector Garza a few years earlier than that, where Hector Garza loses again, but he loses due to some BS, you know, and it's you know still keeps him looking good while at the same time making Universo 2000 look like a dastardly character. He's just really good, and I don't accept a lot of the Hector Garza slander, you know. I just don't take it.
It's immediately disqualifying when you read those cage match reviews and somebody's like, well, judging on what I saw from this guy in 1997 WCW, maybe sit it out, man. You don't have to rate this one.
Sit it the
Like,
fuck out.
and that's the thing. Like, being cognizant of that, you know, maybe somebody didn't have a good run in the U.S., but then if you could say that, but then be like, but I took a look at his other stuff, and wow, this is his abilities are you know much better. He's really skillful. All this stuff you can say all these other things beyond just the small point of reference that I have. Makes me think they're not very good. And by the way, I'm not going to go look for more. Well, that's your problem, you know.
Well, go read the cage match reviews for a guy that was in Dom's match, Jack Evans. 80% of them are like he wasn't very good in AEW.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll do
yeah.
that
You
too.
mean
Like,
after his
oh,
bump
man.
card was like ripped in half and found in a sewer? Like, yeah, he was. Go to 2003.
Not
Uh,
everybody
Marathon
can
or
last forever, you
AAA
know.
or
Not
whatever,
everybody.
yeah.
You can't beat time, you know. Some guys can. Some guys can't beat it, but they can work with it. Um, but certain styles, you know, especially high flyers, they don't. You can't expect the same things out of them at 20 and then at 40.
honestly, that's a good segue into pros and cons. If you want to go ahead and read that off, Obby.
Yes,
No.
Pros and Connors number 21. Hey, File Under Fire dudes.
21. My
21.
fault.
This edition of Pros and Connors is sort of a follow-up to the subject of last week's episode, Dick Murdoch. I love in the 90s when Murdoch would show up in companies like Wing and PWFG. He's a fun veteran presence that does a great job of doing his style of wrestling in new contexts. So I was wondering, what are some of your favorite post-peak runs for a wrestler? And what wrestlers make for great fish out of water wrestlers? And he says with a footnote, hopefully fish out of water is an obvious concept here, but just in case, I mean when a wrestler is put into a different style or context than you would normally expect of them. Post-peak, I would say Kawada. Fish out of water. A couple that are tangentially related today, Dos Caras and Michinoku Pro, is unreal. I know
I've
it's
never seen that, but that sounds great.
Like, yeah, he's killing people. Takayama and CMLL is
That
awesome.
also sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
I was thinking Bob Backlund.
Yeah,
I was
Bob
also
Backlund
thinking
in Battle
Bob
Arts.
Backlund.
Greg L. Hammer in Battle Arts. Necro Butcher in Inoki Genome Federation is great. Bachwinkle in
Yeah,
Memphis.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the Fantastics in IWA Japan. Andre in EMLL. This is a very fun prompt, Connor. Thank you.
When it comes to past their peaks, I was gonna say I think Ricky Marvin is great on that because he's not doing all his super athletic bullshit that he used to be doing, but now he's just fat and grumpy and fucking beating people up, and I love that. So that's a new peak for me. So that's my pick.
I think
get fat and grumpy.
I think fucking Obby covered all of them.
Sorry.
No, I mean, you guys were kind of just naming them off. And I'm
Hey,
like,
no,
yeah,
bro.
all of these are right.
No, Brady, Paul London CMLL that one time. That shit was awesome.
True. Yeah. Anytime Paul London really like gets to stretch his legs in the years of our lords, like, yeah, I love that. He like, I mean, shit. I basically spent a whole episode like making a case that his post peak is just as good as his peak because he like changes how he works and what he does to like better suit the nature of why he is there, basically. Foos, do you have any like fun post peaks or like fishes out of water?
Post peak. Post peak, could that be like a guy who's just like, I mean, his longevity's insane?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah.
Probably, you know.
Yeah.
Because like his peak is, I mean, even post
late
his
night,
peak, he's still pretty damn good, you know. Yeah.
I'd say like late
It'd be
90s,
hard to find a peak
early
for Ray.
2000s. Yeah, is like probably his peak, but like, yeah.
How about another luchador, the greatest wrestler of all time, Negro Casas?
Well, he's always in his peak.
I assume, if they would book him.
If he was allowed to wrestle and they didn't just like skim over him after showing Latin Lover.
Brutal. They panned over to that Mexican OT and then.
Well, you know, you gotta get the Trump agenda and you know.
Let me think. Okay, well, who else? Who else is good in post peak? Fish out of water. Fish out of water. You said a really good one with Dos Caras and Michinoku Pro because I was watching Dos Caras Michinoku Pro match the other day actually, and I was like, this is really good. That's honestly that's a harder one for me to say because I don't watch as much outside of my bubble. So,
how about a guy who comes in and is super impressive in the lucha context that you wouldn't expect? Like
I think
Flash Gordon.
in the modern day, Flip Gordon for sure.
Yeah. Somebody who probably shouldn't work as well as he does.
Let me think. Who's been around CMLL lately that I really like? I can't say Kushida because Kushida is like, you know, he was training in the CMLL schools back way back when he was starting, because he was really good. Like this past week or 2 weeks ago. This is a harder one, really, because and I want to say, especially for the modern, because I feel like a lot of people train. Uh,
Yeah, it's
like,
a mono style.
yeah,
Everybody does
yeah,
everything.
exactly. You nailed it. You nailed it. Because it's like American lucha resu that everybody's kind of going for, which it's good sometimes, but other times it is harder to distinguish. You know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this one some more for the next time, I guess, because I can't.
Yes.
Nothing's coming to me immediately.
I mean, you can always, clip it out, post it on Twitter.
I'm ready for that Paris Del Mal edit.
Yeah,
Let's let
same.
him go to make it. Shit.
I gotta
I'm
do it.
ready
I
for
gotta do it
that.
now.
Uh,
Well, I gotta work tomorrow, but you know what? I'll stay up. Stay up and make it.
dude of the week. I don't know. Who do you guys want to give dude of the week to?
Foos.
Foos, yeah.
100%.
Wow, it's
Foos,
an honor.
appreciate you coming back on. Appreciate you letting us kind of just throw a bunch of stuff that's way out of your wheelhouse and just kind of lock it into it, and from what it sounds like, like seriously enjoying getting to kind of wet your feet in something other than what you're super familiar with.
I just want to say thank you guys again. Obviously, dude, it's always a fun time in here. I love the chat as well. Throwing things in there. Always a fun time coming on, talking, watching all this very new, incredible stuff though. Especially the Takayama match really made me say, "Woo," you know. But and also just talking about some of these matches that I really like. Talking about Mil Mascaras. Um, we one day we should do just a Mil Mascaras episode and just come with 4
I
matches, 4 Mil
Yeah.
Mascaras matches from. It doesn't even have to be just all Japan. We could do some of his US stuff, a Mexico match, and then maybe 2 Japan. But
I'm with it. I'm with
I'm
it.
down.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that would be really
Mhm.
fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously, great time I've had, and again, appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are always so nice to me when I come on, and I always have a really good time talking with y'all. And yeah, yeah, I'm looking
If
forward to this coming out. It should be fun.
if somehow you don't already follow Foos on every form of social media,
Do it
you're
now. Do it now. Do it
you're
now.
missing out. Like, regardless of the podcast stuff, like just go follow the Club Lucha TikTok or Instagram or the Twitter, like,
The
because like
goat.
my favorite thing is just like opening TikTok and just seeing a new video from Foos, and like you do a good job of kind of um like diversifying like what you post. It's not all just edits or you do a good job of like mixing in edits and informational things and kind of talking about current events, and it's a really enjoyable way to enjoy content from like a locked in lucha viewer, really.
I
And
was gonna say about the podcast, Floke, if you're listening, message me. We should
He ain't listening.
we should get back on that. But
yeah, and go listen. I mean, some of the podcast apps maybe not evergreen because sometimes
yeah,
they're talking about CMLL from
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple years ago or whatever. But
Where we left off, we were gonna do an episode, and this just you know, life just gets busy or whatever, and
Mhm,
that's the hardest thing is to keep a schedule with this sort of thing. And I again, dude, y'all have done amazing keeping. Y'all, I think you've passed us by a healthy margin now in terms of episodes. But it is hard to make the time,
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
the most recent episode, what were we going to talk about? We were going to do 2 women's matches. don't remember which one I was going to send, but it was going to be a very good one. And Floke sent one, and then I forgot to send him mine, and then we just not picked it back up. But we will eventually. And again, appreciate you guys for again being so nice about all the Club Lucha stuff. It's really fun just to talk about it and watch it. And Lucha is for a lot of people, it's like a brand new world, and it's so fun to just like if anything that I post can get people to watch, not just CML, but like old AAA, Hamada Universal Pro. Maybe they get interested in a Michinoku Pro match that I'll post or something like that. Like just one person, dude. If one person's like, yeah, I started watching Lucha, I was interested in this, and that's a win. That's a win. And I don't consider myself like, I said it before, I don't think I'm an expert in any of this. I just enjoy watching it, and I like talking about it, and I like talking about it with other people who watch it and really enjoy it because, that's just fun. It's fun to talk about.
100%, very, very fun.
So yeah, like I said, if you're not following them, please do yourself the service and go at least check it out.
And edits and shit.
Yeah, and just scroll through his TikTok or whatever, and just enjoy the vibes. I'll throw links or whatever in the description of the video or audio or whatever, wherever you're listening or watching this. But I'll throw his links down in the description so it's easier to find.
We're gonna have to do a combined episode of
crossover.
Yeah,
Club Lucha, Fire. Yes,
5-person booth.
Do the max. We've never done 5 people. That sounds, especially with Floke too. It sounds like a chaotic.
That would be a crazy crossover episode. Like,
I'm ready.
That would be fun, I think. So, Floke, if you're still listening,
Floke, if you're here, buddy, please come back to us.
I
can just message him this, and he'd
be
like, good to see you.
I'm more interested to see if he hears this first.
He probably won't.
No shot.
I just assumed that like none like it when we first started the podcast. I was just like, oh yeah, the only people that listen to it are our friends. And now I'm at the point where I don't
think they do.
I've flipped that, and the only people that listen to it are just like randoms we've never met.
But fuck it, maybe that's what we always wanted. That's how we branch out.
Just keep posting. Just keep posting. That's the trick.
100%.
Never stop. Never stop stopping.
Never stop stopping.
Like the video, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Appreciate you guys listening. It's been fun. I was so happy to be back. Last week, like I said, I had a bit of FOMO, but it was so fun to dive back in this week and bring some crazy ass matches. And we will see you guys next week. Probably sans guest for the first time in like a month and a half. Unless somebody else wants to come on that we don't know about yet, who knows? But hey, we appreciate you guys listening. Foos, like I said, thank you for coming on. And we will see you guys later next week for another episode of File Under Fire. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.